Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to be showing you once again how to go from 1k to 1,000,000 coins in EAFC. So if you're new around here and you want a team like mine, or even better, you're in the right place, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and if you need yourself some coins or even your weekend league games played, well, if you've got a team like this, you're probably fed up of teams like this, or this, and whether you want your favourite cards as a Redfoot Champs card, or maybe you just want some coins to get who you want, so you can finally beat the sweats like me, then head over to skycoach.gg, make sure to pick the amount of coins or rank that you want, use ProRecall10 for 10% off at checkout, and enjoy. Now, first of all, we're going to head over to the SBC section because there are some easy ways to make money just off the bat. And what I do want to say is if you are sitting anywhere below 100k, we did a 0 to 100k the other day, which is really efficient for anyone who needs to make 0 all the way to probably about 200,000 or 300,000 coins. Now, if you want to check that out, be my guest. Obviously, it's a very good starting point, but we do have a method in here for those of you with no coins to build up anyway. But don't forget, there are some really solid methods over there that you want to be doing as well. Now, first of all, we want to head into the SBC section because there's a couple big things in here. Now, one of them is really useful and you're going to have maybe done it already, but if you haven't, this is going to make you some good dosh. We've got the tradable team of the week upgrade. Now, you can see I've already done this. This is about a 20k SBC, but because they keep including team of the weeks in every single damn challenge, if you head over to the market right now, bear in mind these were like 20k, sometimes even 17 at one point, you are looking at about 40,000 coins. I mean, even more than that from the looks of things. So around 42k. You spend 20k on the SBC, you get 42k in return. It's a win-win. And I don't know why this guy here is like that. For some reason, that's the weirdest glitch in the game. His card is the only one that just comes off the screen. His bald head just nuts you for some reason. Now, the other way we can make some coins if you've got bronze rares, silver rares spare, is you can slot them into the SBCs here. Now, I've mentioned these methods before. Why am I talking about this on the video? Well, to be honest, is because if you have no coins, that's basically the easiest route to go. Now, because we've had a lot of Path to Glories recently, we've had to make your marks, we've had a ton of SBCs realistically, there are a lot of methods to be done. Now, first of all, if we head over to Path to Glory cards, if we go for, there's different versions of them, but if we just go for your base Path to Glories, obviously it's very easy, if we can find the cards in the first place, to build up from these. So let's have a look. Special item, Path to Glory. If we have a look here, you've got the lower end one. We've got like Trossard, for example. We've got Mateus Nunes. We've got the Dani Olmos of the world, who are very expensive right now because, of course, Spain are doing quite damn well. But what we can do, if we want to kind of section these out, first of all, Belgium. Let's have a look at the Belgian players. So you've got Theater, who had to make your mark, but we've also got Lukaku and Trossard, who actually sat pretty bang on the same value, so around the 300k mark. Now, Lukaku at one point went for 1,000,000 coins, and I even played him the other day, and someone had Mbappe team of the season and played Lukaku up front. No idea why they did that, but they did beat me because the team of the season, Mbappe, I'm not going to lie, he's unbelievable. Now, right now, this card for Trossard is 300k, but let's see where we've got Lukaku. I think he's pretty damn close, so they are literally the same price, basically. Now, if we take this down to 300,000 coins, obviously the EA tax on a 300k card, if I pick him up and get him for a snipe and I sell him on at 300k, I'm going to instantly lose 15,000 coins. You lose 5% of the sale. So on a 300k card, the way I work it out is I do 10% and then I half it. So 300k, 10% would be 30. We half that to get 15k. So we're going to have to, at minimum, snipe him at like 280 for 5k profit. Now, that's not good enough, so we're going to go 270. Now, I'm going to go 275 on the basis of just trying to get a bit of a quicker snipe for a video, trying to maybe get some profit quicker. So if we get him at 275 and sell him at 300, we make 10,000 coins profit. So with our losses to EA, we make 10k. Now, bear in mind, we kind of always want to make more than EA do off our trades. That's my kind of view on it. I always want to make more than the tax man, the big dogs over at FC24. So we want to make more than them. So obviously 15, 16, 17 plus, that's where you kind of want to be sitting. Now, the difference with you guys and myself is I'm sat here at 9 o'clock trying to get this video out for like 9:15. So I'm kind of in more of a rush than you will be when you're sniping. But if you're spending a little bit more time on this filter, that's kind of where you want to be. Now, for those of you who don't like sniping, who say, well, you know, I actually want a bidding filter, this is a very easy bid. Realistically, you can find some Trossards on a bid at 270k. He's not as desirable as he was before. I mean, if we look at the card, it's a nice card. I like the 5-star skills. I like the 5-star weak foot. And if he was still in the competition, I probably would have picked him up already, hoping that he would get to the final and become an absolute beast. But now he's out. you realistically have to hedge your bets that not many people are going to be looking for him. There are better cards available. You could have got your Olmos yesterday for about 300k. You could have got Pedri yesterday for 400. I can imagine both of those are a little bit more expensive right now because, of course, Spain tax right now. They're winning a game against France, which a little bit unfortunate for us Bacola owners. If you own Bacola, you're probably... I own Pedri, Olmo and Bacola. I still wanted Bacola to get the upgrades because Pedri is already an end game centre mid. That's not going to change. Now, if you don't have much luck picking him up on a snipe, you might want to head over to the bidding option. So let's head over to 270. Now, immediately, you don't have many. So what we might want to do is if we pop this to 280, let's have a look. So we've got this one here at 280, which to be fair, if we were to bid on, we're going to make a few thousand coins. We've got a Lukaku here going for 212. We've got this one at 258 and we've got this one at 77. So right now the bidding market isn't amazing. So we've headed back over to the sniping market. There will be times when the bidding market is better. So you've kind of just got to hedge your bets and hope you manage to get on a good time. That's just an unfortunate time to be looking for those players, to be honest. Now, sticking with the path to glories, if we go over and have a look at the likes of Olmo and Pedri. So if we find the card type, I hate how many card types there are now. It's actually so hard to just find the ones you're looking for, and they're not in order of when they were released, and you've got this special item crap. But if we go over to Spain, special item, you're going to have Pedri, you're going to have Olmo, and you're going to have Ferran Torres. Now, all of these boys are absolutely soaring right now. This guy was 400k earlier today. I mean, to be fair, we've got one there at 600 that's just gone. I don't think it makes sense to buy these cards right now. But once these have settled, you know, you guys are watching this video probably during the game if you're watching it immediately as it goes up. Once these prices have settled, these are some good cards to play around with. You've got Olmo, you've got Navas, you've also got Ferran Torres. There are a good few players here, so you can have fun with those once the game's over. Right now, game's still on, and if I have a look on my betting apps, I can presume we've still got a 2-1 score at the moment. So as it stands, France are out. Sucks for Bacola. Now, what we can do, which is brilliant because of the extra releases here, is we can head over to special item, Premier League, England, and even pop in Man City, which is a very specific filter, but we have two beautiful cards. We've got Stones here sitting just above or just under probably a mil right now. You got Walker actually painfully low compared to where he has been previously, sitting at around 700k. Now, both of these, obviously, you know, they are high value cards. If we pop it 700, maybe we can find a Walker at what, 730 seems to be the lowest right now. That's a little bit under the cuff. Realistically, obviously, on these ones, you're probably selling at 750. EA tax on that is going to be 10%, would be 75. Half that, we're looking at about 40k. So you need to be picking this dog up at realistically 690, 680 and below. Now, it's definitely possible. I've made hundreds of thousands of coins on this card alone throughout the time that he's been out. And of course, if someone lists a stone at this price, you are absolutely in the money. But it's one that you're going to have to spend some time on. It's not a quick win. You are going to have to put in a bit of a shift to get the big dogs here. Now, going back to another promo that we all absolutely loved, we've got greats of the game. You've got Desailly, we've got Petit, we've got Zanetti, we've got Vidic, we've got some absolute beautiful cards that we can do some big trading with. Now, unfortunately, we've got quite a few. They're a little bit out of the budget, which is why it's good that we've got the likes of the Germans. We've got, of course, Muller and Mateus. Okay, not Mateus, Muller and of course Ballack, who sit pretty damn low considering how good cards they usually are. It's a bit disappointing that the centre mid that I packed was of course Ballack rather than, you know, Mateus, which would have been nice. I actually got Mateus's Team of the Year icon in a player pick while the other one was out, which is obviously always a little bit of an insult to injury. Now, if we have a look here, 230 seems to be the mark for these bad boys. EA tax, 23k, half, it's going to be 11.5. So if we go down to 211, we're making about 8 or 9k per snipe. Very easily done. Very easily bidded, especially on these cards right now. They're not desirable in the sense they were a couple weeks ago. Muller is a brilliant card for someone with a 1 million coin team. Now, if you look at my team, I'm probably at like 15, 20 mil right now. I know I'm not the average player in terms of what I spend on the game, what I do on the game, how much time, etc. However, a lot of players have 2, 3, 4 mil teams, and Muller potentially doesn't get in because, you know, even if you've got Nunez, if you've got Bacola, they're probably better. So right now, this guy's not as desirable, which means bidding is potentially a good way to go. If we go 220 here, there you go. There's one at 197, which we could probably win. This one here, I'm just going to straight up bid what we do. We'll bid 130, and then we will... What do you mean listing has expired? Someone's bought him at excuse me? Right, okay, so the listing hasn't expired. If we have a look along here, there's a few here where we can get some good bids on. It is just about being smart and essentially being lucky on the timings. I'm going to bid that one up until it finishes and hopefully get a good snipe. Now, the other option we have, if we scroll along here, obviously you've got French. Now, unfortunately, Trezeguet exists. So Trezeguet does bring this one down an awful lot. If we scroll along, you should find him sitting at around 50k. But what that does mean is alternatively, we can just hit these guys up at around 50k. You're going to have Sucker and Trezeguet on those bottom sort of limits there, where you can actually make a decent bit because they go for as low as 11, so you can bid or snipe. Now, the only other thing you guys are going to really need to sort of build up your club is there's this red subscribe button. You want to go click that, have the noties on, and make sure you return here every day, and I'll see you tomorrow.